this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached unto the utmost or rather to the end of the world, and then the end shall come. When the gospel has been preached to the end, then the end shall come. Right now, I told you that we are now global. I'm preaching live on Facebook, right? But I'm also here in Zimbabwe. I'm in South Africa at the same time. I'm in New Zealand. I'm in wherever someone is watching me from. It means that the gospel is feathering, going into the ends of the world, signifying the end. The end is coming. And so, and it also says, when you shall see, the abomination of desolation, when you shall see unholy people standing on the podium, you must know. Like what Daniel said, the prophecy of Daniel. You shall know that the end is coming. And I told you that people no longer worry. Gays are being ordained as priests, presiding. There are same-sex marriages conducted on the altar that is written the name of God. It signifies that the end has come. Now you may kiss the bride. Which one? We are trying to look at which you may kiss the bride. That is signifying the end. Now today I'm talking about rapture, and I'll start from verse 20 of the very same chapter. It says, "But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath. But pray ye," are you listening very well? About rapture. What is rapture? Rapture means to be caught up. The Bible says there shall be a blow of the trumpet, and Jesus shall descend. But he is not descending to touch down the earth. He is descending so that the holy ones, the children of God, will be taken by force here from earth like a magnet to be caught up with him. Rapture, if you hear, I'm sure when they speak, kuma doctor, you raptured something. It's something that happened like violently. Chaitika by force. So this is what will happen. The saints shall be raptured from here. We shall be raptured as Christ is descending. Then we shall be raptured as we go to heaven. Now, the rapture, Jesus is saying, listen carefully there. "But pray ye that your flight or your rapture be not in the winter." Do you know why in winter? In winter people don't pray. It's too cold. Number two, the other winter is the season of your challenges. It's the winter. It's a spiritual winter. We all go through spiritual winters. Oh Jesus. Shakarabakata. Hey ya. Pare mazonyo nzodi Oboda umbo lawo. Oda umbo farawe unde. You don't feel like pushing. It's a winter season. And so Jesus says, pray that. He's saying it is dangerous for him to come back during your time of being cold. Because during the time of being cold is the time of offenses. It's the time you are not happy. It's the time you are not forgiving somebody. It's a time of being bitter. Pray that it does not come during your spiritual coldness. Bozu no Sarah. No Sarah. And rapture. The signs of rapture are being seen. Rapture is before 666. Before we get to the tribulation, the massive tribulation of the church. So he's saying, pray that it does not happen during winter. When we are cold spiritually. when we are not praying, when we are full of unforgiveness, pray that rapture does not take place that time. And then it also says, neither on the Sabbath day. Neither on the day to go to church. Because the day when we go to church, we are all ready. Have you noticed that? Church don't get ready mostly. But then there are some that just find an excuse, because this is the last day. He says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall grow cold. The love of many to love even God. You know, unozema zone ngo chakutanga kutendeuka mazo akatanga kuziva chechi ino nevamwe vachangoziva chechi ino kurova chechi unoita kuzoti Sunday hatinonokera yai ukatanga kufunga praise and worship unoti ukaifunga sozoti Mwari vanoishamisa. Ukafunga praise and worship, wobva ku praise, wofunga intercession, woti yai handidi kumisa intercession, I can't miss intercession. Offering, koimboka get away, and you'll be like, I can't miss it for anything. Chile go no ti fambe ini fambe ini. Do pa kupota pachipuka madhiri musowe Sunday tumkoma prince takamboshanda tese ku East pane kama kadhiri karipo unongona prince angu tora neka bible kugara kuenda ku toilet izvikwa mukadhiri tiri panguva ye rapture. And pray that it does not happen during winter, neither on the Sabbath, because Jesus knew that as the world is now coming to an end, people will not obey the day of the Lord. People will not be, adhering to the standards of the word, which says you must always gather together. So Sunday. Have you noticed that the devil really loves to give opportunities on Sunday? Especially if you're indigenous. Be honest. We are with a Mari. And it Kajinji, Sunday. You must ask yourself. This is what Jesus is saying. Pray that your flight is not in winter, even on the Sabbath, the day of the Lord, when you must be gathered, so that the law must be read to you, the word must be shared to you. And then he says on verse 36, I jump from 20 to 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. That day when Jesus shall descend, nobody knows. But he begins to tell us, begins to show us, begins to narrate to us what is most likely to be happening, so that you have an idea of rapture. I said it last week, and I said it also the other week as I made references to this. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. As the days of Noah. How were the days of Noah? These were the days of Noah. You will read them from the book of Genesis chapter 6 that I shared from. I shared from Genesis chapter 6 verse 1 going downwards up until we reach to verse 8. It says that as men began to multiply upon the earth, daughters were born unto men. Right? And the angels, they lasted after the daughters of men, and they married them, and they gave birth to giants. Right? And God regretted that he had made man in his own image. And he said, I will destroy both men, animals, birds. I'll also destroy the things that creepeth upon the earth. Because man was continually what? Evil in his thoughts. And we said, why would God destroy what? The birds. Why would he destroy the beast, have they sinned? Yes. And I made references to the book of Enoch that was forbidden by this massive and church that cannot be challenged. They forbade the compilation of this book to come because it speaks of somewhat things that would not align to what they want.